I was recently asked a wonderful question, and that is, how should I announce my new business on Facebook? I'm big time into Facebook. A lot of people know it. I'm the right person to ask that question. But my answer might surprise you. My answer was don't. Don't announce it on Facebook. Are you curious why I say that? That's what we're going to talk about today. I'm Michelle Fox, founder of Boss Babes Online. I've been in direct sales for 23 years, and the last few years, I've run my business almost exclusively online, and I've learned a lot about social media marketing and personal branding. Something that is always going to be true is that there will be a core group of people in your life that will support you no matter what you do. So, yes, you could say on Facebook, hey, I'm starting such and such a network marketing business. And those core people are going to say, oh my gosh, that's so wonderful. How can I get a catalog? When can I have a party for you? That will happen, but that's not going to be enough to build an entire business, and it's definitely not enough to create an online presence or to get a buzz going about what you're doing and what you are offering. Instead of just announcing it, I think there's a better way. And sometimes it takes a little longer doing it my way, but I'll tell you this: you can blurt it out and get those few people right away, and then it will just kind of stay there, frankly. Or you can do it my way, which is there's a little more finessing involved. It takes a little longer, but in the long run, you will have a larger base and it will continue to grow and grow and grow. How do I know this? Because I've experienced it, I've done it. So imagine this: when you are checking your Facebook notifications and you see that one of your friends is now, a such and such consultant, and they're just, that's they just blurt that out. I don't know about you, but I am expecting that if I comment on that or respond or acknowledge it in any way, shape, or form, they're going to ask me to buy something or to book a party. And I may or may not be that excited about that particular company. I might not even know anything about that company. Let's think of it differently. What if I put a post on my personal profile and it was a before and after? And I'm in skincare. So let's say it was a before I used a certain skincare product, and then 4 weeks after. And I say something simple like this: is it just me, or is there a big difference? And that's it. Two things are going to happen. One is that people will answer the question. People love to give their opinion and they love to answer simple questions. They'll say, oh, yeah, there is a difference. And nobody's going to say no. It's going to be pretty unusual for somebody to say no. They'll say, yes, there is a difference. You're right. And then you'll have some that will say, well, what did you do? What is it? What did you do? This whole process is just creating some curiosity. You haven't mentioned a brand, you haven't mentioned a product, you're just sort of showing them something that's happening. Then maybe a little while later, you post something about, I'm really excited because I'm putting together a free community for beauty lovers. It's not ready yet, so stay tuned. People will start asking things like, well, what do you mean? Well, where is it? What kind of beauty lover is this? Is it a club? Do I have to pay? And there will start, a little bit of a buzz will be happening. You might also want to have a post along the lines of, I'm looking for local people to sample and give their opinion of a very specific product. You could say a very specific skincare product. If this is something that you want more information about, say info in the comments. The good thing about something like that is that the people that are interested are going to respond, and everybody that's just not their bag, they're going to move on. So you're only dealing with the interested people. So my point is that you're saying things in such a way that you're piquing some curiosity. You're just starting to kind of hint at what is going on. The people that are probably your ideal customer, they're going to pick up on that. Okay. So if you have a product or service and you have an ideal audience for that product or service, and if you present the benefits of it in such a way that your ideal audience hears what you're saying, they're going to respond. They're going to come to you. They're going to say, tell me more. I want, I want in on this. So, and everybody else doesn't matter. You really only want to be dealing with your ideal audience. So on your personal profile, you could be putting some what we call teaser posts. And then maybe all of a sudden, your profile picture and your banner change. And you go from maybe a picture of your dog to a very sharp, polished, professional headshot of you. And your banner is your full name and a tagline, bringing beauty to your world, something like that. All of a sudden, it looks very professional. It's like there's been, something has happened. There's sort of a line in the sand where you went from being very casual and just talking about whatever to looking just very intentional. And you might even have something on your banner. Click here to join my free community of beauty lovers. You could also have in your bio, click here to find out the most effective skincare product that you can use to fight fine lines and wrinkles. We're putting out little pieces of information. We are positioning ourselves as an authority, saying, I know what I'm talking about. I'm offering these things to you. I'm offering a community. I'm offering my opinion, these different resources. Just click here if you're interested. And the beauty of it is that the ones that click are your ideal audience, and everybody else probably won't even really process what you're saying. So you are very subtly setting a stage that something new is happening, that you are a professional, that you're an expert in your field, that you are ready to offer advice or some kind of freebie to your audience. Let's say you also establish a business page and or a group for your customers. You don't have to do both, but I typically suggest that you do. A business page is a public page, and that's where you could step out just exclusively as you, the expert in your field. And if you're thinking to yourself, okay, hold up. I'm not an expert. I just signed up. Whatever you signed up as, you're now an expert in that field. Okay. You have to perceive yourself and present yourself that way. So, sticking with beauty and skincare, if I had a business page, I still would not blatantly discuss the products or even the name of the company. I would still want to position myself as the beauty expert and maybe have some tips and tricks or diagrams or things they could download or an opportunity to get samples. I wouldn't be hiding the fact that I have a business. Obviously, when you're in business, you want people to know, but I would come at it from a different angle rather than just saying the name of my company, the name of the products, the price of the products. People are not coming to Facebook to be sold to. I'm not saying they don't shop, but I'm saying they don't come on to Facebook hoping that their friends and family are going to start talking about their business. They're coming onto Facebook to engage with other people, to find out, get the latest gossip, to relax, to have some fun. And oftentimes they will buy something. That's how Facebook Marketplace became a thing. But it's on their terms. When they feel like looking for something, or they are curious, their curiosity is piqued about something and they pursue it, then they're shopping. There's a difference between shopping and being sold to. So, with that lens, let's think about a business page. Think of the difference between having the name of the company and pictures of the products and prices and, book with me, do this, do that, versus you again, a professional, sharp headshot, a beautiful banner. And guess what? The banner from your personal profile and the banner from your business page are going to sort of resemble each other. They're going to have some similar colors, or maybe the same font or the same tagline, so that there's some continuity here, and people will pick up on that. They will, and feel like, boy, she's really got something going on. She must have hired like a PR person or something. Like, what is this all about? And where on your page you're still not, straight up asking for a sale, but you're more like, hey, have you ever wondered the difference between retinol and retinol palmitate? Well, let me explain it to you real quick. And it's just where you are serving them by offering up your expertise, your knowledge in the field. So imagine this now. So you've got friends that they're not your closest friends and family, they're sort of peripheral. They're seeing you post about changes in your skin, and you're creating this new beauty community, and you're all of a sudden your banner's looking great, and you're offering this, click here for the number one anti-aging product. And they're like, okay, so she must be in some kind of beauty business. Maybe you start to invite your friends that you feel would, really be drawn toward this, invite them to like and follow your page. So they pop on over and look at your page, and they think, oh, wow, that's really helpful. I mean, shoot, it's almost like a TV show or something, where she's coming on and she's showing me how to do my eyebrows and what's the difference between these different types of mascara, or how often do I need to replace it. And I'm learning stuff. This is fun. This is just kind of a fun little place to pop in and get some information. And I like beauty information, so I'm going to hang out here, and maybe I'll tell my friends about it. They're still doing it on their terms, where they are coming because they're like, I want to find out more. This does look this is palatable. This is something that I want to check out. That is when you can see that they've followed you basically from your personal profile to your business page, and they are either commenting or liking or watching or engaging in some way. And then you can reach out in a private message, just like in real life. You don't want to invite the masses. You want to invite people specifically so that they feel chosen, so that they feel seen. There's a reason why you're talking to them about your particular product or service. So in Facebook world, that is sending them a private message. And you could just say as simple, as something as simple as, thanks for following my page. I see that you watched my last video. I appreciate you so much. I would love for you to check out my free beauty community called whatever it's called. What do you think about that? And I wouldn't even send her a link like to join. I would still try to get engagement, try to get a back and forth going. And she might ignore it for a minute, but if she's interested in that type of thing, she'll more likely say, well, yeah, I did watch that. That was really fun and informative. I appreciated that. Probably not that many words, but she might say, yeah, tell me more about this beauty group. And so that's when you invite her to your group. The group now, that is like a more intimate setting. It's very much on purpose. These are people that have in some way let you know that they are interested in what you have to offer for real. They aren't just checking out your page or seeing you on your profile, but they have actually done something. They've engaged, they've inquired, they've made a purchase. There's a reason why they were invited into this inner sanctum. And here's where you can start getting really specific and going on and talking about, I'm so excited. I am a blankety blank consultant. And tonight I'm going to show you the skincare that made me decide to sell this product. Stay tuned. I'll be live at 7 o'clock. And that's where they're starting to see more about what you are all about. Even in those situations, you want to be offering information. You want to be entertaining. You want it to be lighthearted. You want to give the other people a chance to interact with each other. So the difference being, hi, I'm Michelle, and this is a blankety blank, and it's this many dollars. But since I'm brand new, if you buy it today, I'll give you 10% off. Versus, hey, tonight I'm going to show you the difference between light and dark lipstick on someone over 50. That's me. And just explain how the lighter your lipstick is, how the more youthful it is, and show them. And they're like, oh my gosh, I've heard that, I've heard people say that, but I didn't know it was true. But yeah, I can see that. What, in the comments, like, well, what lipstick are you wearing? My goal isn't even to sell a ton of lipstick. My goal is always to engage with my audience, to build trust, to kind of establish the know, like, and trust factor between my audience and me. The people in my private group, yes, I will offer them to be on my mailing list. I will offer them samples. If they're local, I will contact them and see if they want to get together, because they've kind of jumped through a couple of hoops to get there. So they've already basically raised their hand and said, tell me more about this. I'm curious. And in your private group, there are so many things that you can control, so to speak. So when someone joins, you can automatically have a welcome message pop up that they get like instantly from you, saying something exciting and positive and wonderful and thanking them for joining. You can have a welcome video that's posted at the top, just explaining maybe that you do giveaways once a month, or that you have birthday celebrations. Whatever fun stuff that you've got up your sleeve for your group is right there. And then every week, welcome all your new people. Hey, everybody, this week, let's welcome boom, 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 boom. We're so happy that you joined our community. Why don't you take a moment and tell us about yourselves? And over, they're feeling that welcome, that they are not just there because you want their business, but they're there because you want them to be part of the community. And you can also have things where they have to answer questions in order to, be accepted into the group. And so you could get their email address and send them an email offering, again, samples or an appointment or a catalog. The point is that rather than just kind of pushing it, out there, like just kind of putting it in their face, so to speak, you want to draw them in. You want to just kind of drop little nuggets about what's happening in your life, and what's changing and what you're offering, kind of bring them into maybe your business page, where then you're showing up as an uber professional, offering all kinds of tips and suggestions and free resources and samples. And then you tell them about this community, the beauty community that you have, that is a select group of people, but you would love for them to join. They get in there and they're getting a welcome video, and something that pops up and says, hey, click here to fill out a form, and I'll send you the most appropriate samples for your skin type or your coloring, or however you want to word it. But they're going down a path where by the time they're in a place where you can say, hey, tonight I'm going to sample a charcoal mask. And if you're watching live and you order during the video, you can get 15% off. If you watch the replay, give me a hashtag replay and I'll give you 10% off. So let's get started. And by then they are like, oh, what's happening? This is fun. This is what this community is about. Okay. Oh wow, we watch these live videos and I could get a discount if I order right now. This is so cool. Can I invite my friends? Can my sister join? They may or may not make a purchase right then and there, but you're layering. You are letting them get to know you, the field that you're in, eventually the company that you're part of, the products that you offer, the benefits of those products, and even still, you're romancing them, you're courting them. And when the time is right, they will make a purchase. And here's the really and truly wonderful thing is that that purchase is going to be the first of many because you've taken the time to establish a relationship with them. You have shown them that you are a professional, that you're reliable, responsible, that you're giving, that you're there as a resource for them so that when they buy the product, that's like the icing on the cake. And of course they're going to come back because the product's amazing or else you wouldn't have signed up to sell it. As opposed to, hey, I'm a such and such consultant. I'd love for you to buy my stuff, or who wants a catalog, or who can book a party for me. That might happen, but a lot of times it's a one and done. It's a, okay, well, she just started a business, so I'll go ahead and buy whatever and, check that off my list because God knows I've got other friends that have businesses. There's a big difference. We want to draw them in, and not everybody is an ideal customer. Not all of your friends on Facebook are just right, are a right match for this new pursuit of yours. So we want to sort of showcase, highlight what's going on, what you have to offer, what you know, what your expertise is. And then the people that are noticing that and start commenting, start liking your page, watching your video. When you see some kind of interaction, that's when you say, all right, that is the apple that is ripe for the picking. And you invite them to your group. And your group is where you can start talking more about products and names and specifics and prices and whatever. Yes, you can do specials. But the thing is that ask anyone who's been in sales that has tried to run a Facebook group purely by offering specials. Ask them how successful that's been. It just is not very successful. I don't it's just because people kind of are immune to it. They see so many people offering stuff all the time, and it's almost like price and discounts and all that really doesn't mean anything until they love the product. I can tell you I'll give you 50% off a product, but if it's something that you've never ever heard of or you've never used or you have no idea if it's beneficial to you or how you would use it, you see what I mean? Like the 50% off is meaningless. But if you have established a relationship and somebody that you really like and admire and that you've been following and you watch her live videos and she says to you, hey, I want you to watch me demonstrate this. And if you order it while I'm live, just if you need it, you'll get 15% off. That's just my gift to you. That has a whole different flavor than here's my stuff. Please buy it. I started a new thing and I really need your help. I don't think it's wrong to make an announcement about your new business, but I think there's a better way. And I think that when people come to you asking for more information, that is choice. I mean, that is exactly how you want it to be. You want to draw them to you because only the right customers are going to be drawn to what you're putting out there. So if I'm talking about lipstick and mascara and skincare and wrinkle fighting, someone that has no interest in those things is not going to be the one to say, hey, can I join your group? It's going to be somebody that actually likes that stuff. So that is already telling me that she's a prime candidate to be a customer. So this way of thinking is called attraction marketing. You are marketing yourself and your goods and services, but you're doing it in such a way to attract the right audience, potential buyers, the just right buyers and clients. It's a very different way of thinking, and it does take a little longer, but the results are bigger. Facebook has 3 billion people using it worldwide. Your business page is public for the whole world. The potential, the numbers out there of people that are seeing you go beyond your wildest dreams. Because of social media, you will have an opportunity to find people that are just right customers outside of your local area. And that is another way that you are going to broaden your customer base. On Facebook, not everybody sees everything you post. Very few people see what you post. And that's why you want to have stuff out there that is going to stay there, like a new banner, a new profile picture, some kind of a click here to get this offer. That's why you want to be proactive, inviting people to like and follow your page, offering tips and tricks and super quick live videos on how to do something or how to use something or the difference between two products. That is then drawing people in, and then you're going to collect those people in your customer group, and that's where you can really nurture the relationship, continue to foster that trust factor between you, offer them an opportunity to try the products, to get on your mailing list, etc., etc., etc. But that lengthier process just gives them enough time to really want to support you. When you have a customer base that loves you, that appreciates you and respects your expertise, and the product that you offer is secondary, they're with you forever. You can change your product line, you can add to your product line, you can do something completely different, and they will stay with you. Why? Because they are committed to you, not a certain brand. That is personal branding. Two things I love to talk about: personal branding and attraction marketing. And that is why I would not post on my personal profile, hey, I just started a blankety blank business. Who wants a catalog? That is just not an effective post. You won't get very many responses to that. So if what I'm talking about is stirring something up in you where you feel like, I think she makes some sense. I've got tons of free training on these very concepts in my private group on Facebook called Boss Babes Online. If you want to really dive in and learn and apply these principles right now to your business, I have a course that you can take, and it is called Fast Track to Facebook Success. I will leave a link in the description of this video so that you can get the information you need about that. But it basically takes you through that whole process of changing what your personal profile looks like, setting up a business page, getting ready to put your private group together, showing you what to post and how to post it in order to attract the right people. I'm very passionate about this because I've seen it done both ways. I've seen it done where you are perceived as pushy and spammy and where it's like pulling teeth to get people to buy or to book. And I've seen where you can really showcase your talents and your interests and the benefits of your product and service, and the right people just come to you. It's a wonderful, wonderful thing. It takes some time to get that pump primed, but once it starts happening, it grows and grows and grows and grows. And with something like Facebook, the numbers, there's just no limit. So that is my answer to the very simple question. And if you've already announced it, don't feel bad, don't feel embarrassed. I'm not saying that, haha, silly you. That's how we've always been taught. That's what we sort of logically think that we should do. But I'm here to tell you there's a better way. So if you would like more information, be sure that you subscribe to my Boss Babes YouTube channel, that you check out the private Facebook group, and maybe even click the link and get some info on that course. I would love to see you experience success on Facebook like I have, and I believe you can.